Hello and welcome. Hello, Wandering Firekeeper. Welcome in. All right, we're going to do a continuation of HallowLoper, which is a Halloween mod that I stumbled upon. And the last stream had found some pretty interesting, wicked little things. Hello, Pickle. How are you? You're going to sleep, but you're tuning in. So good night. We'll talk tomorrow. All right. The blood moon is still out. Oh, we do have a lantern. I think we're down by the fishing huts. I think that's where we left off here. Yeah, that's right. I love all the pumpkins. The jack-o'-lanterns. This guy's facing the wrong way. He's in the snow. I do love the candle effect. There you are. Now you turned your head. Oh, now this one's a little more dressed up. Ooh, hello. Oh, now this is perfectly safe. Let's put a candle on top
Nobody needs this anymore.
of this stack of papers. You're two pumpkins put together.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Well, I don't even know what you're carrying, to be completely honest. Probably way more than you need to be. I guess we could put on those other socks. Still use a little bit of clothing for you, don't we? What else are we carrying that's out of control here? Whole slew of potatoes. Second pry bar. Not crazy out of control. Mommy, I'm scared. The jack-o'-lanterns are staring at me. We have... Yes, we do. Okay. All right, I'm going to cut across the ice here and check these fishing huts and see if we can find the hammer, which is what we were looking for on the last episode.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
And of course, if we find the hammer, we'll go forward. If not, then I think I'm going to head towards Mystery Lake and then go towards Milton. I'd like to go see Milton. I think Milton would be interesting. Oh, that guy. Does this mod have any usable Halloween-related items or anything new you can interact with? Nothing that I can interact with that I've found yet. I've only played this one other time, so most of it's aesthetics. I did find a really creepy thing in the church last time, which I thought was interesting.
This'll come in handy.
Really? Playing custom interloper. I don't know why we got that. Don't need the ammo. Can't use it. Mostly so far, it's perpetually night. As you can see, we have blood moon. And a lot of the sudden chill. What was that about? A lot of decorations and what have you. The chill subsides. What was that about? Is there a ghost there? That is correct, Wandering. It does change some of the food items. I forgot about that. Some of the food items do have a slight different packaging to them. I didn't, and I kind of forgot about that. I didn't look at the chips. I don't think we need. I'm going to take the tools anyway. Let's see if I've got any. Let's check the chips. You normally have to pick them up. No, chips look normal. I know the candy bar and the granola bar have it. I can hear wolves, but I don't see any on the ice.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
I'm gonna backtrack to this trailer over here. I wonder if anything's creepy going on in the Aurora mines. Alright, I don't see anything here. Let me check. Nothing hiding.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Candles.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Jack-o'-lantern, hello. All right, what do we got to eat? Go ahead and have your chips. Hey, we got well fed. Eat something. The ambience looks so cool. All right, let's just warm up. I'm going to poke my head here in the Aurora mine just to see what it looks like. And we'll keep checking the fishing huts. Nothing exciting in here. No candles, no nothing. Well, let's check the lockers.
I wonder who owns this stuff.
Lamp fuel. We'll take the lamp fuel. All right. Good way to drop some weight. Doesn't seem like you need a storm lantern. No, you don't. You have this weird green glow about you. Kind of like you're radioactive or something. So you can see pretty good in the dark spots. And then with the ambient candles most places, it's kind of cool. I know the farmhouse and like Thompson's Crossing at the church had some really neat, interesting decorations in it. I'd kind of like to go to Milton. I think Milton would be an interesting deal with the town.
Oh, I'm starving.
Again? All kinds of claw. No hammer, though. Probably sitting in one of the trailers I haven't gone past. We finally get a wolf? Still no hammer.
I wonder if the owner's around.
There was a scarecrow at the barn in Pleasant Valley. It was actually I think it was a scarecrow of a witch. To be quite honest with you. Oh, got all kinds of wolves now. All right, buddy. Get excited. There we go. Get some distance here. Yeah, so far Pleasant Valley has been the most exciting place. I came over here because I was hoping to get a bow down and find the hammer, but I haven't found it yet. But I think if I don't find it here soon, I'm going to head towards Milton. I think Milton might be kind of interesting because it seemed to be more interesting in town. I thought it might be interesting here, but okay, we already checked that one, so get all excited again. Quantas, it wasn't really all that exciting. Now the lighthouse might be kind of interesting. We get over there, but don't know that I'm going to head that way until we get a hammer. Probably more fun to forge there than any of the other places. Uh-oh, I sense an opportunity here. How would you like to get this deer from me? What do you think there? Think you could do that? Hmm? What do you think? He looks really juicy. Oh, he's running off the wrong direction. Well, that's no good. Hello. Yeah, there's a few decorations here, but not a lot. Nothing to get too excited about. Guess we could take the soup with us. I think I had a sapling we could drop. Leave the tools behind. Oh, we got two other tools here. Buddy, hang on to the tools. Don't have any cured leather. Can I fix this shirt? Can't do it in the dark. That's right. They don't actually add light.
Oh, I've never been so hungry in my life.
Really? Your whole life? All right, warm up, bastard. Let's go. Let's see if we have more luck if we head to a different region. And if we get lucky with the hammer on the way, we will just take it with us and figure out org. Hey, sewing kit. We need that. I think they increased the ambient background noise too, because here are the owls and birds a lot more. They just seem to play more often. All right. We do have a couple of rocks in case we need it.
Trees. Because I'm gonna eat a tree.
Maybe we check that little cottage that's over here by this trailer that's right at the turn where you head back up to the river track. Maybe something interesting in there. The other thing I've noticed about the mod here too is that the weather doesn't seem to shift much. It gets a little windy, but so far I don't seen much for snowstorms or blizzards or anything. I mean, we're not even that cold. It's like a perpetual twilight. Yeah, it's very agreeable for Loper. You're right. Hello, Bumblebee. Welcome in. Well, I can't speak for chat, but I am well. I hope you are as well. No hammer. Well, we got a little bit of ambience in here. The jack-o'-lantern turned. Have a bite to eat. Warm up. Not that it's that cold. Get a drink.
I think I can use this.
Go ahead and take it. We might be able to use the claw. Now that we have a sewing kit, we get a refined daylight. Hello, Denise. Welcome in. I'm going to sneak over here to this little cabin that's tucked back in here. Just in case. Trick or treat. Nice candle ambience in here.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
Well, nothing too exciting. The oak trees really add to the whole ambience of this. In this spooky Halloween mod. No getting tired yet, lady. We got a walking to do. Although we could go up here and take a nap, because it really doesn't matter. It's always dark. You can make it to morning inside a building, but as soon as you step outside, it's instantly dark.
I'm starving.
Nothing? You got nothing? Anything on the train? Well, it's not a normal place to find much of anything. Every once in a while, I've seen it. Yes, Rick, it's pretty much perpetual night. Um, I did a custom loper so that I can start the round in Pleasant Valley because that was the place I wanted to see first. But yeah, I'm hoping that I can actually find a hammer and forge and do all that stuff. But it's mainly doing this because I like I said, it's because it's October and I wanted to do something fun for Halloween. And when I saw this, it was just way too cute. And it's like I quit. I didn't even want to see any more of it once I looked at it because I wanted to experience it. and do kind of a live thing. But so far it's been really cool. The ambience inside the buildings has been really neat. So far, Pleasant Valley's been the most fun as far as any of the places that I've been. There's some really good little decorative areas. The one that comes to mind is the church. Church was really kind of a shock when I went in there. So I'm curious to go to Milton to see what's going on in the church up in Milton after the one at Thompson's. But huge fan of HallowLoper and the 5 eye, yeah, the hand luggage one. Yeah, Piccolo gets credit for hand luggage, and Jitwire gets credit for HallowLoper. Finally feel like I'm getting someplace on my HallowLoper run, though. I'm finally getting to where I'm going to have a bow soon, so I think that's going to be the telltale sign, because with the passive wildlife, I want to see how hard is it going to be. I think some stuff will be easy because of the bleed out, but I think things like the moose will be really hard, but I'm not even sure the moose spawn. I don't even know if that's in the game. I'd have to look at the code again. But I've been really enjoying the HallowLoper run. I need to play hand luggage. I'm actually stuck in that that trailer right there in really bad shape. I need to finish that one. I need to continue that one, I guess I should say. Yeah, I did get lucky with the ptarmigan. That does help. I mean, the cold weather's really been kicking me. That's why I'm hoping to start getting some opportunities to do some hunting so we can build some more clothing. I think that's where it's going to be the turning point for the game. All right, bye-bye, Coastal Highway. What creepy things come about in Ravine? Uh-oh, it says new location discovered. Doesn't name it, so how creepy is Ravine going to be? Do the rabbits also run? As far as HallowLoper goes, everything is set to basically Pilgrim. So, everything is got a higher range to run away from. So, anything creepy down there? Way scared. I'm not sure I follow you, Rick. Yeah, HallowLoper is basically set very similar to Dead World, with it being super, super cold. The weather changes on a dime constantly, and resources are set really lean, like Dead World's code is. So it's like Nogoa in that aspect. The healing is turned off on sleeping, so you can only heal with just passive healing, stems, and birch bark. And then the wildlife is essentially set on Pilgrim, so everything runs away. So it's going to really push my bow skills, which aren't the best. So I'm practicing a lot in Stalker. Hopefully that will pay off. Walk over the logs, but you can't walk over a piece of snow. Well, so far, Ravine is not very Halloweeny or creepy. It almost feels like walking in an aurora. Oh, okay, here you go. For anybody that was talking about earlier of some of the interactive things. So
Can
if you'll
use this.
notice, the nuts and stuff has a jack-o'-lantern on it instead of the squirrel. Ah, looky there. Hello, Hammer. We've been looking for
Oh,
you.
lucky day.
I agree, Astrid. Lucky day is right. Now we can wreak havoc and damage. We don't have a hacksaw yet, but we can live without a hacksaw. Oh, that's right. We can't sneak over this way, can we? Does Grimloper, etc., have the same afflictions like Broken Body? No, those are locked into misery. Maybe when Hinterland finally gets done with episode 5s and follows through on some of the other things that they mentioned. I know that they were going to try to open up more customizations. So hopefully they'll add some of those afflictions into the custom menus. And then we'd be able to add some of those into things like Grimloper and Dead World and Nogoa and stuff like that. So that'll be interesting. And then it would be really neat to see them kind of get to where the custom menus can do like custom loadouts. So a lot of the community does challenges and what have you. And sometimes it's all luck of the draw. It would be nice if you could go in and say, okay, you're going to get this pair of pants, this shirt, this jacket, this, these items, and everybody starts with the same equipment at the same place. I think that'd be kind of fun for the community. I'll take the birch bark.
I could eat a horse. Let's say I'm not, because I love horses.
Well, if we had a hacksaw hunt, I'd get you some steak, but we haven't found that yet. So I don't know when we're going to see it, but I know they've been promising to do more supported modding, which, I mean, this is a mod. It's done through Melon Loader and stuff. It's not impossible for them to do mods, but if they were doing supported mods, we'd have like map making stuff and a way to write stuff into the game easier, because we'd know what the code was. But I'd be excited if just to have the extra custom stuff, because I think it would be interesting to have some of the misery stuff written into some of these challenges. Maybe if you don't have to get all of them, but you could write one of them in.
Starting to feel numb.
Well, I need to feed you, Astrid. We need to find a place to take a nap. Don't need a rope. Don't need that. Excuse me, I'm sorry. We'll catch a nap here at the trailers by the dam. And maybe we'll sneak over to the dam, see if there's anything spooky and exciting over there. And we'll keep working our way. Still think I'm going to go to Milton. I'm more curious about what's going on in the world with this mod than I am worried about foraging. I think we'll just leave the hammer behind by the tunnel that leads to Muskeg. Because one way or the other, we're going to come back through that area. All right, you're getting cold. And you're getting hungry.
Damn.
More candles. All right, eat the granola bar.
I'll take it.
Peaches. Those any better than what we've got? No, they're not. But I think I could use the leather to fix my shoes. Actions. Harvest.
I could eat a horse.
Maybe we can sleep long enough to see daylight and I can repair a few clothing items here. So, oh, we don't want to drink that. I know I'd like to cook that, but let's just eat the soup. %. That's awful. Eat a few cattails. We might be able to replace some of those. Oh, shoot. No, don't. Quick nap. Okay. Got some daylight. So let's do some repairs. I've been wanting to get these fixed so we can wear them.
Man, I could eat anything.
There we go. That should help. Oh, much better. Drop those.
I could eat a horse. That's saying a lot, because I love horses.
I'm hoping we'll find some better shirts than this, but Really? You failed that? Well, I guess you're gonna live with it. Mackinac still.
And I am
Eh,
so thirsty I can't think straight.
okay, okay, okay. I see it now. Get a drink.
I could eat anything right now.
All right, let's try one more time, Astrid. Let's get this done. Really? Again? Third time's a charm? Much better. All right, we'll live with that for now. Got that. About this. Negative. Don't want to carry that. And it's dark. It's like the Twilight Zone. You look out the window and you swear it was daylight. All right, I'm going to poke my head in the dam. I don't want to really, worry about looting the dam. Such a long, arduous task. Maybe we can poke our head in here and find something to eat. And also see if there's anything creepy going on in here. All right. A couple of jack-o'-lanterns. At least there's something. It's very bright right there.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Maybe. More ambience. How much water do we have? Well, at least there's nothing creepy in the bathroom. Uh-oh. Need to eat something. You're gonna lose your well-fed. What were we doing in here? Were we carving pumpkins? Good Lord. Excuse me. Can I get by now? We'll take it. We'll drop it off at camp office. Ooh, more stuff. Well, at least they didn't let the dam be boring. Added some nice ambience. Oops. And that one. How about in here? Oh, there's all kinds of jack-o'-lanterns in the main thing. Oh, that's cool.
I'll take it.
Let's check these lockers and we'll head out. You're watching me, aren't you? He's watching me. That's just wrong. You have a fellow complex. I think I'm gonna have to eat these crackers. Maybe we'll find some more at camp office. We'll leave the less desirable food there. I hear ptarmigan. I see ptarmigan. Hunting them might be a whole different other question. Being able to see them in the dark. Okay, no deer carcass down here. I hear ya. I hear ya.
Oh, I'm starving.
Oh. Well, guess what? We're not having ptarmigan. Well, at least you won't go hungry with cattails, at least. We do have some birch bark we can make. But I'd rather save that. All right, you're carrying too much. Let's get a solid 20 here. Very good. I was trying to get away from that, and I went the wrong way. Come on. Oh. I am not watching that timer. Now you can't even throw rocks.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Okay, what was that? Did we just have a moment? Little eye blink there? All right, camp office. Drop some of this stuff, get something to eat. Maybe take a quick nap, heal these broken wrists. Okay, so we got a skeleton hanging on the coat rack. We've got all kinds of cool stuff going on here. A tombstone with a coffin here in the corner. Got a candle on. Buddy, you're all topsy-turvy. You're all falling down.
This'll come in handy.
Maybe. Y'all didn't see this earlier. The calendars do have a little change to
Not
them
sure I can
too.
carry much more.
I'm gonna try and fix that. Should have put the green spray paint in here. Here we go. Some flour. Maybe we can make some bandana or something. Witch's hat. Ooh, antibiotics. That'll help. Don't need that. All right, let's put tools down. Let's leave a pry bar behind. We'll leave the hammer over by the tunnel. Hello, old guy can't game. Welcome in. Good Lord, we got 3 bottles of oil. What are we doing this Halloween? This is so cool. I love the little tombstone here with the light on it with the candle burning. All right, let's go upstairs. We got to check out. Hang on. Let's give her one of these before she freaks out on me. Anything creepy going on up here? No. Well, there's part of a guy on the table. And the other part of him in bed.
Huh. What have we here?
Food. That's what we have. Oh, there we go. Film. Now we need to go to Sundered Pass and go get the camera and take pictures of this stuff. See if it actually will render it. That'd be a long walk. I could cheat, though. This is my moddable version of The Long Dark. I have 2 now. I actually made a copy of my regular one and moved it to a different folder. So it gives me the ability to add mods to one without touching my main game and messing up any of my preserved runs for my recordings. So could technically drop the console and add the camera. Nah, save the accelerant. Because it would be kind of interesting to be able to take pictures and see if they actually would take pictures of the extra stuff in the mod.
Perfect.
Put that away. Now, can we cook? Can't cook the bannock because... Oh, that's acorn bannock. We not high enough on our skills? Is that our problem? That is our problem. Okay, so what can we cook here? We're gonna keep smashing all that. I guess we're gonna cook potatoes. I guess we could smash these open. Give us our cooking skills at least. Not the most efficient way. Of course, I could have cooked upstairs too, but I was kind of wanting to cook and look around. And... could be some tea or coffee floating around here still. Tell you what, I'm gonna light this. Much as I like the ambience. Oh, more potatoes. Get a better look at this. This poor little guy here. Oh, and look, there's a witch's hat up here. I missed that. Much better like this. 28 minutes. I don't know if we have 28 minutes. Eat the candy bar. Oh, okay, we'll eat everything
I
now.
feel like I'm gonna die.
Just eat it all. I think we got antibiotics. Yeah, let's do that for your chest. All right. Cook a couple of potatoes and go take a nap, I guess. Check everything over here, right? Okay. Got that. Seeing how we're going to go to Milton, we'll have to take and poke our head into trappers. That might be kind of cool. Ooh, mag lens.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I don't know. But we're taking it. Whetstone, we can leave here. Eat that. $49 minutes. All right, that'll hold. I'll have that for breakfast. I need to go sleep. We don't want to sleep there. We don't need a partner. Yay, we're all healed up. How much more time we got left on this? 5 more hours. Okay. How we doing? We're all better. Now, let's see all this creepy stuff going on during the daylight. Creepy wolf picture.
Oh, I've never been so hungry in my life.
Well, we should have a potato downstairs for you. But I do believe we could drop some of this. And we're carrying all kinds of flour. You know what? Leave a flour behind. That's a lot of weight. What else can we leave behind? We're going to drop the hammer. Drop that extra toque. Oh, wait. Go back. Go back. Drop that shell. It is, I was going to say, the candle holder. Will you move? Thank you. Is a hand holding the candle. All right. Let's get a drink. Are we rested? Mostly. Leave behind some food there. Okay. Now, let's enter the Twilight Zone. As soon as we step outside, it'll be dark. See if there's any quick cattails I can grab real quick here. Just to give us some more food options. I would assume once we get to Milton, we should be able to find some food, but... Alright, camp office. That was fun. That was pretty good. Let's go see what Trappers has got. Still excited to go to Milton, though. Ooh, double stick, and I missed it. We're gonna go by the tunnel, and we're gonna drop off this hammer. We don't need to lug it with us. We go forge, but it really doesn't help me any. It'd be nice to get the hacksaw. Suddenly, you get the chill. The chills subside. It's like a cold spot.
Can you eat trees?
I don't know, Astrid. Can we eat trees? Alright, we leave the hammer here. When we come back from Milton, hopefully we'll have the hacksaw we can forge. Oh, we got a puppy dog over here. We can get around him. I knew you'd see me. I'm wearing a festive sweater. How could you not see me? think you might find something interesting up here. You still with me? What do you think? You gonna chase it? No, you're not gonna chase the deer, huh? There you go. Thank you, Cole. Ooh, more wolves. We'll just let you guys have fun over there. Come on. All right, I'm going to come down here in case there's anything outside. See if there's any decoration. Oh, it looks normal from here. Already a graveyard here. So didn't have to add that. Whoa. You alright, Astrid? Got a little scared there. A gun? What?
I'll take it.
I'm not supposed to have a gun. Take peaches. Believe the death fish. There's revolver ammo. I know I did this as custom interloper. Right? Yeah, it's custom, but... Well, I'm not going to take the gun. That's not what I was trying to do. More film. Sewing kit. Another hammer. I don't think this is running on the right tables. Well, I'll tell you what. We got a can opener. Let's eat these peaches. I know I should cook them, but so be it. Not 13. Okay. 13. About nope, about 31.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Pry bar. And pancake syrup. Well, we're making pancakes later. That's gonna happen. What do we got there? Nope, just the handle. All right, sleep for an hour. All right, let's get to Milton. At this point, I'm not even that worried about foraging. Sorry about that. If you heard that, that was my phone. The lighting is all weird on this.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Really? The help? I don't think you need that. I'd almost say it's darker in here than normal. The way they've got the lighting tweaked, the lamp doesn't work very well. I can't even tell which way I'm supposed to be going. This way. Maybe? No, that's the way we came. There we go. Getting all kinds of lost in here. Normally that's a pretty easy path, but the way that lamp's working for me right now, it's really hard to see.
God, I need anything right about now.
All right, Esther, I'll cut you a deal. Let's sneak down to this cave. And I'll feed you. Go down here. Easy. Take our free matches. I don't know. We got food poisoning last time we ate that. We're not ready to take a nap. All right. Fed and watered. Should be good to go. No, welcome back, Fire. Wandering. Yeah, the camp office was pretty good. I'm really anxious to get up here to Milton and see what's going on, because PV was really cool. Camp office was cool. Trappers was okay. Nice ambience. Oh, please tell me there's no moose out. Let's see the markings. The last thing we need. I still think the creepy oak trees blend in well with this mod. Ooh, hello, jack-o'-lantern. Are you following me? You are following me, aren't you, you creepy little... The fuse. Oh, here's the other wrapper that they did. You'll notice the squirrel's got a witch's hat, and it says Autumn Mix on it, which is kind of cute. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of hoping too, Wandering. I'm hoping that it's...
This'll come in handy.
Nah, we don't need it. Uh-oh. Had a little blackout again. Oh. No, we don't. Man, we're too far away. We don't need that scrap metal. That's happened twice now. I don't know what the blackout thing is. I don't know what it means, but it's happened twice now. Alright, we got a wolf over there. Hello. Hello. Can we squeeze through here? Nope. Astrid, you need to lose weight. Can't sneak away from the wolf. Yeah, he gave up. What about Orica Station? No outside decorations. What about inside? One candle. And something flashing back here. Oh. A whole bunch of candles. This is what we came in here for. Snacks. Came in here for snacks. Oop, let's make more oatmeal. Wool socks. Uh-oh. What'd you do? Ran out of fuel? That wasn't fair to take all my fuel. We got a ghostly encounter. Because my lamp is empty. Wander, you might have missed it earlier, but I was saying because there's the film in here that should get the camera and see if it'll actually take pictures of the jack-o'-lantern. I don't know if it'll do it with if it's actually taking pictures of what we see, or is it take the chips? All right.
What a way to die.
Really?
I just want to die.
That was awful. Food poisoning is awful in this. I better get some reishi. I'll take this for now. We've only got one more treatment. None of this food is bad. Well, that is. All right, let's get into downtown proper. This is what we came here for. Well, I was saying it earlier and seeing how you said you were AFK, that this is my instance or my version of the Long Dark that I can actually mod. I actually figured out through some help with Archimedes how to, you take the folder out of your Steam folder and you copy it and you put it in another hard drive and it keeps it separate. And you can mod that one and it doesn't mess with your regular game at all. So it keeps it completely separate. Well, there's one jack-o'-lantern down there. I can see it glowing. Peek in this house. We'll take the potato. But I've got the dev console on here, so... Oh, the green light. Cool. I could easily just spawn in the camera. Oh, speaking of which, I found socks in there. They need to be repaired. You wish you would have thought of that before you did your RP series. Yeah. I'd been really nervous about doing mods. I'd seen some stuff I wanted to do, but was so nervous about doing them because I didn't want to ruin any of my runs because they're all mod free and everything. So when I was talking to Archimedes about it, he mentioned something that someone he had talked to did the same thing where you made a second copy of it. And so I just put it on a separate hard drive because I've got like 4 hard drives in this silly computer. And so I modded that one. And it just had to, I just created a shortcut out of that folder and put it on a different desktop. So I keep them separate. And I can see them in the file. So like when I load up my regular one, it'll show the modded names, but none of them, well, they'll all be grayed out. So I know I can't go in there and load them up. So far, it's worked well. It hasn't messed with any of my main runs. And it's been a lot of fun. I see all kinds of lights up here. We're going to be in trouble, though, if the wind's blowing. We get the downtown wolves after us. Oh, wait. We got to go over here. I see I see jack-o'-lantern. There you go. Jack-o'-lantern's in front of the house. And it's following me. Okay, Gray Mother's looks amazing. Can already see there's all kinds of lights up here, so this is going to look cool. I wonder what Barker's farm looks like.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Well, we might be resting in the, Oh, that's right. You've got food poisoning. We need to sleep. Oh, this is looking cool. You were asking about scarecrows. I see scarecrow. Oh, this looks like a haunted mansion for sure. Here's your scarecrow. Oh, this looks cool. There's another grave. All kinds of broken tombstones. Casket. There's a casket up by the door. Oh, this looks so cool. Yeah, grandmother's definitely carrying the neighborhood, right? I don't see anything else other than that one jack-o'-lantern. But this is cool. All right, let's see what's going on inside the house. Oh, dude, man. You be all locked in there, huh? Skull on the door. What's... Anything around back that I should be concerned about? Buddy, you're facing the wrong way. You're angry at the house. What's inside look like? Greeted with a jack-o'-lantern. One on the table. Oh, look at this. They got all kinds of candles.
So tired.
I know you're tired, huh? We need to fix your food poisoning. Oh, I love how they follow. That is so creepy. Ugh. All right, Astrid, let's go upstairs. We're gonna sleep in the creepy house with the green light to keep the bugs away and the ghosts and anything else. All right, let's get something to drink. We don't need anything to eat. Let's sleep 6 hours. How you feeling, hon? We got 4 more hours to do, don't we? Well, at least you be rested. I still want to go down to the church. The church in Thompson's Crossing was amazing, so I'm anxious to go to the church. All right. Good morning. Let's loot the house really quick. Should make some porridge.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Well, I'm going to take that. If for anything, it'll just be something to aim at a wolf with a... Come on. I know you can get up
Wonder if I
here.
can drop any of this gear.
No? There you go. Oh, coffee. There's coffee up here. And Lily's pancake. And a trophy for Lily for
I think I can use this.
some very beat up combat pants. Well, let's repair them while it's daylight, because as soon as we go outside, we'll have to wait till we sleep again. Do it one more time and ask. I'm afraid to check under the bed wandering. Creepy things are about. Ooh. Wool socks. That we do want. Where are those?
Horse.
Let's repair the socks too. We got to get our daytime in here. Anything else? Probably could use to fix the Mackinac. Try again. We got it all day.
Can you eat trees?
Because it'll be nighttime soon enough.
Tree.
All right, let's go downstairs and cook. All right, I'm checking under the creepy beds. All right, let's go and start a fire in here. See what kind of trouble we can get into. I do like the candles. They do look very cool. I'd say we could get rid of some of that tinder too.
Come on, little fire.
Come on.
That didn't work.
Let's try again, Astrid. Let's focus your inner ghost. Be the candle.
Come on,
Okay.
little fire. Come on.
This isn't working. Let's try something stronger. Be the torch.
Come on, little fire.
Maybe. Maybe. All right. You make some oatmeal. Make some more oatmeal. Ooh. we got plenty of water. Just make some coffee. How's that? There we go. Now we can make pancakes. Dana, pancake. Finally. Something tangible. Pancakes are done. Make some more pancakes. Bastard, I want to fill you up. Keep you from getting hungry. There we go. Pick that up. Eat this porridge. Pick that up. What are we doing? 2 hours. That should just about be right. In fact, I'll add one more stick to that. Just to be safe. Oh, there's another pot. Check that when we come back. Still probably take a nap, huh? Plenty of water. I'm gonna go sleep for a few more minutes here. All the pictures have lines crossed through them. Okay. Blood moon is rising. Back to nighttime. I see you watching me, creepy little jack-o'-lantern. Alright, I'm going up to the church. The church has got me intrigued. Like I said, one of Thompson Crossings was quite unique. And if y'all missed that one, if you want, I will load up another game and put myself in Pleasant Valley, and we can go take a look at it if you want to take a look at it. I don't have a problem. I'm having just fun with this. I'm not playing this serious. I won't continue this after the end of the month. So we can bebop around. I wasn't so far away, I'd just fly over there. So if you're all interested in what's going on over at Pleasant Valley, I'll be more than happy to load up another game. I don't know if we find one though. I'll be happy to play it. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind a Christmas one. I think that'd be kind of interesting. Okay. Jack-o'-lantern over in the other cemetery area. All right, let's see if it's just as good. No, it's not. It's very benign. Wow, I'm almost disappointed after the other one. Very simplified.
Never know.
Never know.
Useful?
You might get hungry enough to eat dog food. Well, that was anticlimactic. I was expecting that to be really cool after what I saw over there. We need to go to the other farmhouse, see what's going on over there. I know I saw. Yeah, here we go. And let's sneak over here. Oh, you know what? Just in case. I was hoping that would work. First, I wasn't sure. Ooh, I see lights from here. Let's douse that. I want the full effect. Kind of cool from a distance. Paradise Meadows Farm. Where creepy things happen. Oh, killer bunnies. Buddy, you got the key? You do have the key. Another hammer. We are definitely not playing on the right deal. Another scarecrow. Jack-o'-lantern on the tractor. Now what you need is the Wintermute one with the handprint on the door. That would have been creepier. What's inside? Well, this one's nicely decked out. Trail boots. Now that looks cool with the desk and the candles. Now minus the jack-o'-lantern on the floor, that's kind of what you would think you'd see in the evenings here in the apocalypse. Candles burning. Maybe not under the desk like that. That's a little much of a fire hazard. Peaches in here. I don't think we need any more potatoes. Another frying pan. Yeah, the candles definitely do give this thing some serious ambience. I mean, that looks just really cool. Oh, that's candles back there. Ooh, a flare. We need a flare. Wolf over there. See if there's anything more interesting here in town on this side. And very tempted to use the console and fly my way over to PV and show you guys PV. For those of you who didn't see the other video. Oh, there's a jack-o'-lantern there. I'm kind of tucked up here. Yeah, wandering. I think you're right. The grandmother's got the town beat. Anything? All right, little ambience here and here. That's another frying pan.
Looks like this has been here a while.
Crunchy stuff. The autumn mix. Yeah, you can see grandmother's all the way from over here. Oh, come on. You're not going to let me walk up here? You just hush. See what's going on in the bank. Ooh. There's more here than I thought there would be. There's more here than what was in the church. That's extremely interesting. You're following me, aren't you? You're watching me. It's all kind of creepy when you watch me. Especially when I'm walking into the bathroom and you're all watching me. Oh, that's so neat that they follow you. The vault is all dark. Nothing happening back here. Got our coffee. Hey, crackers. All right, guys. Nice to meet y'all. We'll just be sneaking out. Check out the post office. Couple of pumpkins. It's very bright through that door. Well. See if this works here. Through the power of the console. Too far. too fast. Sorry about the whiplash there. We're going to take a quick flight. Shortcut.
Hot fire. That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Are you sure? We're flying. Is that crazy? All right. Only thing you can't do when you're doing the fly thing is you can't change regions. So we have to. Let's see if there's anything going on at Spence's farm here. Speed it up here. Oh, I guess I screwed that up. No worries. We were wanting to go to PV anyway. We in Mystery Lake. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty useful for this because, like, I was trying to play it, and I've noticed there's a lot of things that are off about the settings. I mean, I'm finding hammers in weird places, and we found the revolver, and it was supposed to be interloper. So at this point, using this command is not really ruining anything. It's all about the ambience. I wanted to see all of the decorations and stuff. So if this speeds us through, slowest part will be going through the dam. Although the dam did have some nice decorations that we didn't go look at. That's right, we don't have any oil. Let's see if we need to be able to see. We got a strange glow around us. Might be able to get away with this. Hello, Elias. If I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. The mod is a Halloween mod that I found when I was doing some research and digging. So I'm showing off some of the decorations in some of the places. Actually, we're headed back to Pleasant Valley using the console. What is going on up here, guys? Got all kinds of goodies going on. Come on. Oh, don't make me have to fly through here. Okay, Eli. I'm sorry. Oh, candles. Got a few candles in here. Not a lot of ambience. All right. So we're using the command console to fly from zone to zone, so we're not spending as much time walking at this point. I'm trying to get us back to Pleasant Valley. Yeah, I do remember you from Toasty Streams. Yeah, the first time I was doing this on the first playthrough, I was actually like trying to play Interloper and do the Halloween thing, but the more I've been bumbling around, we started to find some errors with the mod, and that even though I was playing custom Interloper, we found a lot of non-Interloper loot and stuff, and so just kind of decided to just throw out the run, so to speak, and let's just go look at all the neat, interesting areas. Kind of enjoy the ambience more than worrying about playing at this point. It's listed in the mod database as the Halloween mod. And essentially it's like Forever Night, and there's like candles and jack-o'-lanterns and stuff. TV's got some really interesting stuff, so if you didn't see the first one, there'll be some surprises. Custom Interloper has revolvers? Yeah, that's the first time I'd ever seen them, but there again, like I said, this was never meant to be a serious run. At least not for this. Here, let's go up to Signal Hill. I don't even think we went up here on the first. So just by using the fly command, we can get around a lot faster. Because this is all about the ambience more than it is anything. So what's going on up here? Anything good? Got some candles. That's about it. Combat boots.
I wonder if the owner's around.
Yeah, it's always night. You can, when you sleep, you can get to daylight, but then once you walk out the door, it turns to middle of the night, red blood moon. All right, let's go to the farmhouse here. That went faster than I thought it would. Notice the skeleton watching the door. And then how really cool this looks inside here. I think the kitchen looks really good. Skeleton inside the oven. Very bright and lit up. So Molly was very festive in the Halloween tradition. But she was into some dark things as well. Because down here, something was going on. Some kind of ritual. Well, I don't know what Molly was up to. But she was into something very, very suspicious. When I first saw this, I was like, oh, that's really cool. Eli, I don't know how old it is. Not I. This is my first time really delving into doing any kind of mods. I got some assistance from Archimedes about how to set it up so that it wouldn't interfere with my regular game. So it's kind of my first foot dipping my toe in the water, so to speak. But it's been fun. I'm hoping I can dabble a little more. Buddy, you watch the door. Got a little skull and candle action going. I kept the body in the basement for months. Yeah, I have no idea if this goes into the zone at all. I haven't tried that yet. We were joking about the camera earlier, seeing if it would take pictures. All right, we'll drop in here. I don't want to fly up on it too quickly. I have. I did once. There's the first scarecrow I was looking at wandering. I did mention it because I was talking about something else. Got a coffin outside. I kind of like the sickle. It's kind of cool. The candles on the dashboard are quite the touch. But the candles are definitely cool. Candles are really neat. Coffin in the back of the truck. Now we'll fly off to Thompson's Cross, where the results of the seance in the basement take place. Creepy little tree in the back. What I really liked was when you get into... Really? You're gonna pester me now? I really love the street lights. I think they look cool. It was a nice touch. But this is the part I like the best. So we've got the skeleton who's a little late for salvation. But what he would have found inside may not have saved him at all. Because what were they worshiping here? When I first walked in here, I laughed so hard. This is so creepy. This is so wicked cool. I don't know what's going on in Thompson's Crossings. These people have been bewitched. So I think of all the spaces so far that I've seen, this has been the one that's been the coolest. The street lights and the... Oh, really? Fine. I have not been to the stone church. I was kind of curious about going over to Desolation Point. But I thought maybe the lighthouse might be kind of cool. All right, we'll take a peek in here. But this gives you an idea of what a candle would be in the game. I know you can get the mod for it, but... And then, of course, you got to wonder what's going on when there's a tree in the church and the skeleton's holding a press conference. was really creepy, but very cool. All right, well, seeing how we're flying around and making light work of this, we'll make our way to the mine and we'll zip over to Desolation Point. That's why I was so excited about going to the Milton Church, because after I saw this one here, I was like, "Oh, that one's got to be. What do they got to be doing up there?" But I was a little underwhelmed by that one. But Thompson Crossing, by all means, Thompson Crossing is really fun. The whole thing with the caskets and that dude standing at the podium, and it was a lot of fun. All right, let's cut through the mine here. Yeah, when I started the last stream when I was doing the mod, I started in Pleasant Valley, so I was like really taken back by the whole thing, and so it's been kind of disappointing because everywhere else I've gone hasn't lived up to PV. So I started in the wrong place. So it'll be interesting. I want to see Desolation Point. I'm hoping they'll have done something exciting with the lighthouse and what have you. Oops, wrong way. I remember to go up. We'll go check out Desolation Point and see what's going on there. All right. Try to speed up our flight here where I feel comfortable enough speeding up. This thing goes so fast when you're not holding it back. You end up off the map somewhere. Yeah, I think Desolation Point is going to be it for me myself, because coming up on 3 hours of doing this. We'll have to find another mod or something to do the streaming with. Get away from the episodes and stuff. I'll say one thing about the flying that is fun to do is when you get into places that you're not real familiar with, you can take the time and kind of look at all the nooks and crannies. Yeah, wandering. I like to do that myself too. I actually was sharing that with Toasty on that one short he did, because he was talking about all the rivers and stuff, and I was like, "Well, here, let me show you what's over here." And he hasn't installed the dev console, so he doesn't have the means to do it. So he was all asking me about using that footage.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
But there's quite a bit back there, which is really interesting when you go outside that cave that leads to Milton, where the rope climbs are. If you fly over where that um, waterfall is, there's that truck that's down there by the bridge, and there's quite a bit of stuff there. It's actually impressive. You basically use Melon Loader, and there's a mod for the dev console. But I'd be cautious with it and make sure that, it doesn't ruin anything you got. That's why I have a duplicate copy of my game on a separate hard drive. So that way I don't mess anything up. Well, there's no pumpkin head. What's inside? We have jack-o'-lantern. We have candles. More candles. Oh, a whole bunch of jack-o'-lanterns up here. I don't know if we can see very far. Hey, the moose is out. I don't really see any lights. We'll sneak over to the church here. Let me get caught up here. You guys are talking here. Survivor Mike has gone down there without dying in the death wall. Yeah, I don't know how you get up the over the hill, but like I said, there's a whole bunch of stuff down there. I actually need to use the console to fly down there and actually use the command to stop flying. You can walk around there with no problem. It's just kind of weird because you're just in this weird spot in the game and that. So Eli, what I did was is I went into my Steam folder and I took the TLD folder and I just basically copied it and then I pasted it on a separate hard drive. And then that gives me two variations of the game. And I create a shortcut to the exe that launches the game, put it on desktop. And so it's basically I launch one, it launches into the regular Steam version. I launch the other one, it'll launch the backup. And then I put the melon loader and the mods on the backup. And then that way it doesn't do anything to my saves or anything on the main game. So that way while I'm recording and doing all the long term stuff, it doesn't affect it. And in fact, when I launch the main game, in the saves, I'll have saves that are grayed out. that I can't get into because they're mod related. So I have like the long development and all those extra maps and all that stuff on there and a few other things, which I was thinking that might be kind of fun to do as a stream. All right, let's go to the stone church here and see if the people of Desolation Point are worshiping the trees. Let's go down here. We don't want to. Don't want to ruin the walk up in case it's any good. Well, Stone Church looks pretty quiet. There's nothing here. Well, DP is a bit of a letdown a little bit. Pleasant Valley is really what rocks this whole mod. There's more ammo. Way too much ammo, even for custom Loper. All right, let's go over to Hibernia. See what's going on in the whale factory. Anything on the Riken? Oh, here we go. There's wolves right there. One jack-o'-lantern. There's another jack-o'-lantern. So it's not completely devoid. I wonder. Okay, so you click the top of the door. You go into the main. And there are some ambience in here. Very cool. Let's see if they remember to do the secret one. So if you aim at the bottom half of the door, you go into the special trailer. And they did. Very good. They remembered it. That's very cool.
Getting a bit thirsty.
Okay, okay. Let's get you some water. Perhaps it is a work in progress. I don't know how old it is. All I know is that, like I said, when I saw it, I was like thinking this would be really fun to do a stream on because it's not anything I have to take very seriously, and we can have a good time. And this has even devolved into just more, just being fun with it more than anything. So, all right, let's see if what's inside Hibernia. And then we'll probably call this. What creepy things are you guys doing in here? Got candles going. Jack-o'-lantern down in the processing area.
I could eat anything.
Oop. Jack-o'-lantern to the floor. I still like the candle. Hello, Jack. Hanging out here. You got to give props to whoever did this. They did a really nice job. think they spent most of their time in Pleasant Valley because that's the one that rocks. The Pleasant Valley thing with the seance and the thing going on at the church. That was special. Anything more? As you can see, my bridge is fixed here. So technically, you can cross over into the maps that the long development team built. So I don't know if it'll work on this mod with the Halloween thing, but let's find out. See if it'll let me transition. Hey, it did. So here we are. Precarious Causeway. We'll save that for another night. So it's been fun finding the way to do the maps and the other mods. I'm gonna start dipping into that a little more now that I have a means to do it, that I don't have to worry about it ruining my other game. Let's just eat some really old porridge, make yourself feel better. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. If y'all have any suggestions on another stream, that'd be great. Like I said, maybe we could do the new maps, or we can play a different games thing or whatever. I'm gonna try and throw in some streams here and there, probably on Saturday afternoons and things like that. But trying to get back into doing streaming in the game more than it's been a few years since I've been able to have time to do this. So, but I miss doing it. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of like doing the whole podcast thing. It's enjoyable to hang out and do all this silly nonsense and share all these fun things. But with that, I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. Wandering, go enjoy your recordings. Everybody else, thank you for coming in. And we'll catch you on the next one. What was that, Eli? What's your thought on PvP games? I used to be very, very big into like Counter Strike and a game called Day of Defeat. And so I used to play a lot of that when I was a much younger person. So in fact, I was very heavily into Day of Defeat. Was part of that whole deal where there were clans and we used to have, matches against each other and all that stuff. I have not tried Daisies. I don't know that much about it. I haven't messed with it, but it's been a long time since I've done any PvP. But I've gotten older. My Twitch fingers aren't as quick as younger players, so I don't keep up very well. But if you all want to, I'm gonna be with Toasty tomorrow night. We're gonna be playing Left 4 Dead, so we'll see how good my shooting finger is. So I'll be doing some Left 4 Dead with Toasty tomorrow as a co-op. So well, we know from Raphael, he just answered these questions just recently that there will be no PvP and that human on human interactions as far as killing other humans is gonna be probably very rare and very costly if you do it. He didn't wanna get into details, but there's a whole, subject line about violence in, hinterland forums and stuff, so but anyway, after the, podcast tomorrow, we're gonna be doing, some, co-op, Left 4 Dead with Toasty, so that should be a good time. So I hope that answers your question, Eli. So with that, I will say goodnight again. Thank you everybody for joining, and I'm definitely gonna try to do this some more. I really, really enjoy doing the streaming stuff. I just haven't had the time to do it, and I'm hoping to get in a couple, maybe 1 or 2 nights a week where I can come hang out and do this kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun. So anyway, thanks very much. We'll catch you later.